second regular season meeting of the season between these two teams, and it takes place at Gateway Center Arena in Atlanta, Georgia. Looking at the updated standings after last night's victory by Houston over Atlanta, chopping into that lead there. Madison comes in as a hot team. They've won 2 in a row. Kevin Barnett alongside former national team setter Salima Rockwell. Salima, some players to watch in this one. It all starts with that serve-pass battle.
It always does, and for Madison, that has been the biggest difference in their change for their lineup, to steady out their passing. Jennifer Yaniska, she started the season in their first match against Houston as a libero, came in, played defense. That is how good her ball control is. She's worked her way into the outside hitter position, the steady passing outside for Madison.
On the other side, Micah Hancock at the controls, but more than just a setter.
Well, she's everything. She's a point-scoring setter. That's what makes her so dangerous. She can do it from the end line. She can do it at the net as a lefty attacking the ball. Micah Hancock, take a look at her as they run this 5-1 with JT and the opposite attacking the ball, scoring points.
And speaking of Jordan Thompson, looking at our Adidas scouting report, it starts with the opposites.
The Olympic opposites playing against one another. It's going to be so fun to watch. They go as the team goes as they go. We're going to watch how they battle against one another. Of course, Houston, as one of the top serving teams in the league, heads up for the Houston serve. And it's the wall in the north. Madison's blocking has gotten exponentially better over the course of the season. So Houston needs to watch out for the block of Madison.
All right. Maybe the Crows needs to be the eventual name of the team from Madison. We will see. The table is set to that blocking point. Last night, Houston victory over Atlanta. They were blocking some balls.
They were blocking lights out. After that second set, they just went on an absolute tear. They ended up with 16 blocks, I believe, on the night. Incredible blocking performance. So it's going to be a battle at the net between these two teams.
And inside of those 16 blocks, 12 of them came in the final 3 stanzas, which they won all and completed the reverse sweep. Jordan Thompson, JT, was a big part of that. On the other side, Milica Medved, the libero, ready for this big jump serve from Micah Hancock. Pretty good pass to start. And a throw to the corner. Is it good? No, it's wide left. Look at the Houston lineup here. One big change.
Well, Bauer in the middle. Foley has been having something going on with her right now, but they made an adjustment and put Bauer in the middle to start this evening.
Bauer, an Olympian this last summer for France. Second jump serve, it's an ace. You want to get this woman off the line as quickly as possible.
Well, that's why they start with her there, and this is what we were talking about in the open. Micah Hancock, one of the most lethal servers in the game.
Yeah, one of the most lethal, owner of the all-time record in the Italian League, which features the best servers in the world, with the all-time season ace record. And that doesn't even count overpasses and bad plays. Scoop here, Kingdon Rishel chips it. Andrew Schumacher inside the block and down. Now 2-time Olympic medalist is the starting lineup for Madison.
Well, that's one of the things you're going to see is Annie Drew Schumacher. She is the Olympic medalist, 2-time Olympic medalist. We're going to hear her name over and over again.
As she goes, so goes this team. She started the season with some injury issues, and the team started the season with some winning issues. Right side, JT picked up by Medved. Yaniska looking high hands. Pretty clean opportunity here. Drew Schumacher showing you the range. Chip shot is good. Putting it to a spot, Kingdon Rishel.
Wow. If this defensive effort is any indication of what this match is going to look like, it's going to be a fun one. Some incredible defensive effort on both sides, but a nice job on the side of Houston terminating this play at the end.
Not a great pass, and the block is there. Carlini can't track down the second contact, and Houston continues that role of defense at the net.
Well, you know, and you look at the matchups right now, they started in different rotations. Matt Furbringer started with his setter in left back. Now Carlina's moved to left front. So trying to work on some matchup things, and we'll see if that bodes well for them or if that doesn't work out at all.
That ball is dumb, so we'll see which setter gets more offensive in this one. That's Lauren Carlini, just her 10th kill on the season for the Olympic silver medalist this last summer in Paris. Jennifer Yaniska German player had a nice moment. She just served her German teammate, and it results in an overpass. Oh, it's fun to beat your friends, isn't it? Right on Anna Pogani. They had a nice embrace when they both came out on the floor. Now it's a little bit different.
Yeah, they're not going to be hugging now.
Yaniska again. Will she go after her national team libero? This time it's Merzik squeezing in. Merzik chips it, and she's coming off another fine offensive performance. 16 kills in that win over Atlanta last night. Thompson with 13, and Maddie Kington-Rischel with 11, but also 19 digs.
An incredible defensive performance by Rischel. But we're going to look at both of their outsides. It's going to be critical that they have big offensive nights.
Repaying it on the other side. Here comes Amber Ayajidi, player of the match last night.
We talked about the serving pressure of Houston, one of the best serving teams in the league, just driving it hard and flat. They're going to continue to work that half of the court.
Quick overhead, good contact there. Carlini back at it, this time left side. Little run through by Hancock. Sambothi passes, and it's a little push from player Chaussee. Cece on the outside.
Chaussee moving the ball around. She's out there. This is a terminal attacker. She is explosive. She can get up and bang it. But I think what's been really good is how she's moved her game around, learning that jam shot in the middle of the court.
Chaussee, second-year pro out of Louisville. Played Athletes Unlimited, in addition to a couple of stints with other world teams. Overhead. JT blasts, dug by the opposing opposite. That's a practice play. Carlini reverse dump. Pogani is there, but can't quite control. So I mentioned LOVB Madison coming in with a couple of victories. They went 3-1 over Omaha. They went 3-0 over Austin. So since the LOVB Classic, they've won 6 of 7 sets. As Taylor Sambothi steps back to serve the longtime pro, middle blocker at 6'2". Thompson into the block, and that will eventually become a kill inside of Hall.
Tough play off the block. Madison just trying to keep that ball alive. Unable to come up with it.
Inside the block, slicing it off is Chaussee. Giving direction to the ball at the point of impact is an emphasis for her.
It is an emphasis, and you watch her hand as she contacts the ball. Just drops her thumb down so she can hit the side of the ball to catch that sideline.
Chaussee, a nice start at 3 for 5 already in the match. Thompson dug up just barely. Houston, short set. Down the line this time from Chaussee. Merzik inside the block. Look at Matt Furbringer, head coach, and one of their first season here with LOVB Madison. Stanford All-American, 4-time All-American, inducted into the Hall of Fame. He's on the USA Men's National Indoor Team before having an illustrious beach career. As that ball falls just out of bounds. Been coaching on the men's side, on the women's side. And a big part of the growth of volleyball in the United States over the last decade. The Fur Biscuit. Or the Golden God, your preference. Backslide. Bauer with the kill.
Like this change. Having Bauer in the game. Tall, athletic, middle.
On the other side, Massimo Barbolini, a couple of World Cup titles, a couple of European Championship titles in the international scene. Nationally, 4 Champions League championships and 20 club titles. An illustrious and decorated career as a coach. Tip, everybody right there on top of it. JT cleaning it up. That's how you would draw it up in transition, wouldn't you, coach?
Just laying it up there. I mean, that's the thing. She can go up and get that high ball. And I think as the season has gone on, they've just really flung it up there for her. Let her go get it. Not try to work tempo, not try to work anything too fast. Let her athleticism take advantage of the block.
Let Thompson eat. Just feed her. Good reset there by Aniska. She'll get it right back. Yeah, much better situation one-on-one against Hancock.
Really nice opportunity, a fast set to the pin, attacking that ball down the line.
Yeah, I know you talked to Matt Ferbringer about his lineup and the way he was spinning the dial.
Yep, and he wants to get certain matchups. Sometimes it's outside hitters against the setter, blocking at the right time, but it really was about Drew's being against the other outside hitter, against Rischel. So we'll see if that matchup works out well for them.
And that matchup happens right there, Rischel on the offense. He was also looking for something with serve and pass, was he not?
Without question, serve and pass, because you want to get your best passers in the middle of the court at the right time. Certainly when Hancock's back there, you want to get the right matchups. You can't get it all, but you want to get as much as you can, at least 2 out of 3 in each rotation.
Yeah, so much to think about if you're a head coach here against that jump serve. Good pass. And over the top in 3 feet from the end line. That is the unstoppable nature of Anna Schumacher.
Well, and she has gotten better and better as her shoulder has improved, got healthier over the course of the season. We know she was unhealthy for quite some time, but now she is playing like the Olympian that she is.
Tip over the top. Schumacher will set this time. Overhead. Missed contact on the tip. Will they pay for it? Yes, they will. Amber Ajidi, player of the match last night, continues her role here. And we've reached our technical timeout in set number 1. Madison and Houston, 3-point lead for the women of Texas. League One Volleyball is presented by Adidas and by the Love Finals, where the first League One Volleyball Championship will be crowned. Join us April 10, 11, and 13 in Louisville. Tickets are on sale now. Go to LOVB.com, finals.com for more details.
Madison has now won 6 consecutive sets.
They needed a big night from Schumacher. They got exactly that. Kaboom! 20th kill for Annie Chassé. That's the way to enter a match. Madison picks up their 2nd win.
Carlini back sets. One Olympian teeing up another. Rejected.
Oh,
that was up ahead of Carlini. Into the block and out of bounds. And Madison wins by sweep over Austin.
Finally, some smiles on the Madison side, and a look at Andrew Schumacher, who's a big part of what has gone on. Those team categories, check out the bottom 2 there. The blocks per set, first 8 matches, doubled up, and aces per set also doubled up, Slim.
You can't even explain how important that is and impactful that is. That is an incredible number of blocking in the last couple of matches for Madison. 3.29 a set is unreal, and if they can continue that, you know, it's anybody's game towards the end of the season here. It's going to be really, really good for Madison.
Carlini cleverly picked that one up, and it pays off with another Drew Schumacher kill. That's her 3rd already in this match. Give you an idea of what it's been like for Annie Drew Schumacher. She's hitting 231 on the season. Not a great number, right? But she was much battling a bad shoulder, couldn't really swing full speed. Well, she's been back to herself. The last 3 matches, 59 kills, hitting over 340.
Yeah. That's about right. That's what you expect, and that's what you're seeing now. It's so nice to see a healthy arm. You can just hear it coming off of her arm and off of her hand when she's hitting full speed.
And Jordan Thompson doing the same on the other side. 19 points last night, but it was a struggle. 13 kills, 4 blocks, 2 aces, one of which was timely, but she hit just 0.87. JT's breakout, her best match of the season, where she kind of was also struggling to get going, came against this Madison squad when they met for the first time in the regular season. That was back in January. It was 3-0 Houston, 19 points on 17 kills, a block and an ace.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see point for point Schumacher Thompson going back and forth this match. Just keep an eye on the point scoring of the 2 of those.
Merzick, heavy heat into the block of Anna Hall. 14-11 Houston.
You mentioned the game of Merzick last night. She was silent but good. 16 kills, a big offensive match for Merzick.
And she carries a heavy load. She had 50 pass attempts last night, 10 per set in that match. That ball's gonna be thrown back to the deep corner. That looked like a little 4-on-4 down at 16th Street there.
Sure did. Carlini recognizing everyone's up in the middle of the score. This is such a smart play. Sees it in the deep corner. Looks like a warm-up game.
That is annoyingly good if you're on the other side. Merzick free to swing on this one. She does just that. Medved with a dig. An excellent hand shape from Lauren Carlini.
Really getting up high and on that tight pass. It's hard. She's really just one of the best at manipulating her hands around the net on those tight passes. But Chassé, I like how she's moving the ball around, not just banging it. We know she can hit the ball. Now she's really using a variety of shots.
Thompson blasts that thing right through some hands. Everyone's celebrating. Touch called. We'll see if we get a challenge here.
Their whole team is very, very adamant that nobody touched it. The call was a touch initially.
Well, there were conflicting calls, and both teams were making their own calls. Lauren Carlini pleading her case. A little exasperation now.
You never want to use a challenge in a situation.
And normally we would have the Hawkeye system and you could do a challenge on that particular play, but we are missing that system for the moment. So those of you expecting to see Matt Furbringer press a button and have a tone go off in the arena, that's not going to happen for right now. It's back to old school arguing. We'll actually get a view of this little delay here is what we used to have a ton of.
Oh, yes.
And then you'd have 3 extra calls for Brazil when you were playing in Brazil. But that's been negated with the system as well. Stevenson Hall, a little hook over the top.
Yeah, you had a feeling they were going to come in hot after that play. They were adamant that nobody touched that ball. That can give you a little bit of fire. You don't want to mess with teams when they feel like there was something that went against them that wasn't correct.
Another Louisville All-American who will be making her return home to her college days when the Love Finals go to Louisville in April. Back row, good change of direction that time by Chassé. Janiska looking high hands, and she got him.
Went high and flat, got the call, and now it's Houston arguing the call. You said it, it's old school volleyball. Lots of finger waves.
Yeah.
And they're like, we can't, he said, we can't challenge.
Well, everybody, you're going to have to learn to behave as though it's 2001.
This is great.
And you can get the tone for a timeout. We still have timeouts, even if we don't have the Hawkeye system for the moment. 15 all, and it is a timeout called by Houston. A little bit of a run here for Madison.
I know, but I kind of like this, right?
Okay,
because
yeah.
it adds a little fire to both sides, right? It gives you a little bit of edge. Sometimes when they, you get it right and everybody knows and you go back and you just play. But man, when you feel wrong, like there's something burning inside your belly. I don't know, I kind of like it.
This goes back to yesterday. Remember Barbolini in the game just going, no, that ball was touched even out of bounds.
Right.
You guys have to deal with it.
Yep.
Now they have to deal with it. That's a coach preparing his team to deal with adversity that they may not be ready for.
You're right.
We were in practice yesterday, and a ball was actually well out of bounds. And instead of just letting it bounce, Maddie Kingdon-Richel kicked it.
Yep.
And the other team was complaining, and Barbolini standing there went, no, you touched it.
Sorry, touch.
Yeah.
Everyone knows it was going out of bounds, but
Right.
that doesn't matter.
It's not how it should have been called.
Yeah.
Right? He forced them into that situation, little knowing that it would pay off a day later. His team having to recover from a couple of calls here. That ball chipped inside the block. As they've gone with some changes here, the double sub in for Houston. Karine Palgutova in at the opposite spot, and that puts Kaisa Alanko as the setter, number 10. She's in the right back. Good stretch that time by Bauer. She can be tough from the service line, but it's off by GD and out of bounds. Point Madison.
Nice swing by Stevie. Getting up quick, fast. She's got such a fast arm. It's hard to block her straight down when she's swinging so high and flat.
And good to get Bauer out of there, second on the Houston side with 9 aces on the season. And that aces number never captures all the trouble and mayhem you can also cause. So Anna Hall back to serve. You'd never figure she was a middle when you watch her warm up at 6'2". Italy, Turkey, and now the United States for her pro career. I would peg her for an outside.
Yeah, you would if you're just watching her warm up, but then you watch her play and you're like, oh, okay, there you go, that makes sense.
Totally different style middle.
Totally different. She's springy, she's fast, she gets up quick, but man, she's not like you look at Bauer on the other side of the net. Totally different players.
Hancock, that signature curve. Jordan Thompson, who was a shutdown blocker, got a hold of the first one. Second one is dug by her right side counterpart. Both teams picking up all the tips and the little plays, trying to wipe, not finding any hands there. Annie Schumacher.
Hands never even showed up for the party. Brischel, smart play. There's a look across the net at one another.
And a little conversation with Michelle Prater, the R2 there, all three of them looking for a call. Chaussee pops it up. Sometimes that's the best thing to do. Let Schumacher feast.
She sees the block so well. They gave her a little bit of line, moved in on her as they should have based on where the set was located. And you watch her see the block, turn it, hit just outside.
Drew Schumacher, 5 kills on 10 swings. Been stopped just once, hitting 400 efficiency. And serving Houston into some trouble. Chaussee, good spot. She'll get it right back. Thompson over the top. Boom goes the dynamite.
There are some heavy arms in this gym right now. Some big defensive plays on both sides, but Thompson unloading on that last one.
Nice pass by Chaussee. Sam Bothy is dug straight up, but nobody's there. Schumacher scores again. No, sorry, out of bounds.
Looking for that hard angle. No arguments that time.
Except now, the Hawkeye system is back. We were just informed moments ago that it was in fact back and running. No word as to whether it was on a Windows 98 machine, and they restarted it an hour and a half ago. It finally came up. No, it's been an excellent system, the Hawkeye system. 17 dedicated cameras throughout the arena, and it really has made these challenges go by so quickly. That looks like it's just out.
Yeah, does not seem to catch the line. There's a little bit of space there.
JT with an unnatural position right there. I'm not sure how she achieved that angle.
Wow, she's
That's
still
a
up.
remarkable angle. Yeah, that's a great look at how important the Hawkeye system is, how quickly it can be operated, and how much zoom in you can get, and an excellent view of the ball. So timeout called now here. Houston stretching out 20-17, set number 1. Kevin Barnett alongside current Notre Dame head coach Salima Rockwell. As we look at some highlights with Jordan Thompson.
Always said how important she was going to be. And last night, a more quiet night for Jordan Thompson. This already starting off much stronger, hitting the ball with a ton of pace. Looks like she has a lot of energy today and ready to play this match.
JT Jordan Thompson, 5 kills, no errors, no balls out of bounds on 11 swings, and a couple of those have been woo, nothing anyone wants a part of.
Watch out. But I like the engagement right now. She and Hancock have such a special connection and bond. Fun to watch the two of them together.
Drew Schumacher stopped by Merzick. Huge Rookie of the Year candidate number 5.
Connection a little bit off, I believe, on that last set. tried to groove the ball into the court. Merzick, nice job getting in front of her.
Some changes for the Madison side. Said they might use the double sub, something they have not used a ton. Danica Markovic checking in. Free ball over. Temi Thomas-Ilar is in that left front, but it doesn't matter. IGD with the kill.
Tough serve from Rischel. Creates all of this opportunity. Nice job by IGD adjusting on that set.
Quick by Sambothi is good. Now Madison with the side out might be a little too late here in set number 1. 22-18, Houston in control.
Like seeing Taylor Sambothi get involved in the offense. They can handle the ball, get the middles going.
Yeah, Taylor Sambothi's had a number of swings, but that is her first kill on 5. Into the middle again, IGD, doesn't matter. 2 up, looks like no one with her.
Well, she hangs and then she can see it. So this isn't a true quick attack. Like you see some of the middles in the league that are just up and down. They hang it a little bit for her and she can hit around the block and blast.
So Sambothi 1 of 5, IGD 4 of 5. And her team with the advantage. Sara Loda into serve, the Italian national, number 17. Jump serve finds the middle of the net. So Bauer in the front row, along with Jordan Thompson and Jess Merzick.
That is a big lineup if you look across the net and then look on this side of the net. Thompson, Bauer, big blocks.
JT over the top and down. That doesn't even look difficult to push Houston to a set point.
Well, that's the matchup right there. When she's hitting over Chassé, that's a very, very difficult matchup on the other side of the net.
We'll have to keep an eye on a spin of the dial from Matt Furbringer after this set. Set point. Bauer with the block, and that ball will go up and out of bounds and eventually result in the point. So the Olympic and longtime pro in her 25th season and final, Christina Bauer, with the stuff block to finish off set number 1, 25-19. Houston has won their last 4 sets. Reverse sweep last night. Can they extend to a second set advantage? We'll be back from Atlanta with set 2 of match 1. Amber Igidi, player of the match last night, already impactful here today, Salima.
Well, and for a variety of reasons. Of course, she's one of the best blockers in the league, but she is thumping balls right now. Hancock just hanging the ball for her, looking, seeing around the block, and hitting the ball wherever she wants. If they can continue to control the ball like this, she is going to go off.
Amber Igidi with those 3 kills and that 1 block. Now 31 blocks on the season. That would be #1 in League One volleyball. The complete package played at Hawaii for Robin Amos Santos, national team setter as well as medalist. USA women have had an incredible run. I think a lot of people want to make something out of the fact that they did not ever win a gold medal until Tokyo. But there were a number of silver medal performances.
A number of those performances and such high-level volleyball consistently over every single quad, every single Olympics. And man, it was such a joy to watch them finally get the gold.
Oh, it was a special moment. We talked a lot about at that time, and I think they had talked about that. There was a contingent there about how they won that medal for all the generations of women who had come before them, building that program to that gold medal moment. Of course, Karch Karai at the controls there, brought home during his tenure not only that gold medal, but before that a world championship, first of its kind for the United States women. And they are perhaps poised to continue that kind of dominance under Eric Sullivan, that kind of success.
So cool, and it's amazing to see several of those women on the court right here in front of us right now, the gold medalists, first time for the United States, playing against each other.
Maddie Kingdon-Rishel with a little ambidexterity. Touch one hand, tip over with the other. I've said serving is the only closed chain skill in the game, but that might also be
It could be
a little closed chain action. Second set, Kevin Barnett alongside Notre Dame head coach Salima Rockwell. Here from Atlanta, match 1 of 2. We have Austin in town to take on Atlanta coming up in our second match. Atlanta now coming off that 5-set loss to Houston, who is on the offensive now, but it's the defense of Anna Hall ruling the net.
Nice read by Hall. They've been setting Igidi. We just talked about it on perfect pass in those situations. Got in front of her, took away her strong angle.
I want to have a strong angle. Outside. Kingdon-Rishel dug up. Chaussee, excellent overhand play. And do not put the ball tight to the cable with JT on the prowl.
Nah, she's high, she's physical, she has great vision. She's going to be able to sneak that ball through the block. Get a good look at it here. Blocked not quite over the net.
She doesn't even make it look hard.
No.
Does not look stressed on that joust play. Another nice dig in the angle by Hancock. JT, transition. Transition efficiency is oh so important in winning matches, and you want to do it immediately. First ball transition.
First ball transition, and you have to have a great setter in the right back, and we've got 2 of the best in Carlini and Hancock. Fun watching them battle against each other too on the defensive end.
Yeah, leading to the Olympic Games, we had talked to the national team, and they were highlighting Carlini's ability in that right back, saying she's the best defender in the gym. There's the best defender at the net, Igidi again, adding to that leading total.
You know, when you think someone should stay down, Igidi never does. She just kind of waits, she roams. I'm gonna see what happens. This is an off play. I'm gonna take care of it. Just gonna clean that up.
Well, do what you do. It's in your name, you're a middle blocker. Get up. Into the match, Sarah Franklin, as Madison looks for the right combination here. And they've gone with the youngsters, not dissimilar from the national team at this point.
No.
You have a passing outside, but sometimes you just go to the young guns.
So now you get the young guns passing right next to one another and see how they do with each other's seams.
Sarah Franklin's right down the line there, and they'll try and work on her. Sambothi backs off and takes it. More good defense from Chaussee. Clean opportunity. Houston. Missed.
Like
Calling
that
for a
swing.
challenge is Maddie Kingdon-Rishel.
She was pretty sure after she landed, pretty sure she got some hands.
And confirming, going along with that, is Massimo Barbolini, saying, all right, I'll take you at your word. Challenge for a touch on the block. Still Stanley, our up official here, in communication with the replay official, running the now rebooted Hawkeye.
We saw immediately Sarah Franklin and Taylor Sambothy giving a little finger wag, so we'll see.
And Tia Jimerson's going, hey,
Yeah,
that's my move. You owe me some dough on that.
And she does it way better than anyone.
Now that is well clear of the hands. And again, good work by the Hawkeye system. Clean and efficient.
Yeah.
And much less arguing.
Much less argument. Much less stress and tension. I want the fighting. Bring it back. Shut down Hawkeye.
Salima Rockwell, old school. Used to walk uphill both ways in the snow.
That's right.
To get to school there in
shoes.
Pittsburgh.
That's right.
Overhead. Oh boy, if JT is in rhythm, it's really tough.
And you had a feeling, you knew she was going to come in ready to play, ready to have a big match, again, against former teammates, but wanting to redeem all the opportunities she had last night.
Well, and she had a good match against them in Houston. These two teams did meet in the LOVB Classic as well. This is the second regular season matchup. But that was kind of the first breakout match for Jordan Thompson. And when I think of players and what defines a great player, it's not that there are not bad matches. There are not back-to-back bad matches, generally speaking.
Without question, and that's what separates the players. That's what separates the good players from the great players. They can come back from those.
This, of course, excludes injury, as Annie Drews Schumacher was fighting through over the beginning part of this season. As that ball is missed, and I don't think we'll see a challenge here. So Madison getting some back. Sarah Franklin at the line. Of course, Franklin just out of college, an illustrious career at Wisconsin, where volleyball has grown immensely. Another block for Madison. Taylor Sambothy fired up.
Getting that left hand across the net. That's the key. Middle blockers, when they're strong in that left hand, taking away that angle of the outsides. Let's take a look at that here. Sambothy up, left hand gets it and finishes right back in the court.
Another touch. Good move by Chaussee. Quick feet into transition. Covered by Franklin. That ball is going to be tight. Difficult play, and I think there was a net. Oh, that was close. The ball must have gone through the cable. I don't see anyone indicating that Merzik touched it.
We'll see. And you saw the down ref was saying ball.
Matt Ferbringer might have thought that she touched it. We'll get a look at it.
Take a look here and see if this was just the ball or if her hands. Oh,
no.
Boy.
That's going to be
hands.
Madison ball.
That's a lot of hands.
So here's the interesting thing about the Madison blocking that we talked about.
Yeah.
Right? So Madison, their top two blockers coming in had 28 total blocks, 14 apiece.
Yeah.
To put that in perspective, 3 individuals coming into this match had more than 28 in the league, just on their own.
Wow. Wow.
And their 69 total blocks puts them at nearly half the total of Austin, who we'll see in action later.
Right.
So they've been on a good tear with those blocking numbers. That needs to continue if they're going to come back in this match. Overhead against the flow. Carlini, good spot. Drew Schumacher will hit that one. Yeah, perfect for the lefty.
Nice defensive effort in transition on the side of Madison. They've been back there. Franklin's been back there a couple of plays now. Holding on to this serve, it's because of the defense of Madison and the transition game, getting the ball to Drews Schumacher when they need it.
Trying to bail out to Thompson. Tough swing. Where'd that go? Well, out. Looked like a thumb and pointer finger kind of contact there from Chaussee. Difficult opportunity.
Trying to chop that ball in bounds and hit it outside the antenna.
Carlini in the front row. That ball missed wide right. And we were chatting a little bit about what it does to a server when they have a specific target.
A specific target, and then when you squeeze that target and narrow the space that they have to serve to, it causes a lot of errors. It causes a lot of errors to the right, to the left, and deep when you really squeeze the passer like they just did there.
Excellent touch. Sambothy breaks out the pause, and everyone was camping on that dump. But not that tip. A little confusion. I think normally that would be the libero running in on that one.
Somebody's got to get that. That was way too high. Take a look at that tip. She goes high, almost mishits it. And like you said, a little bit of confusion on who was playing that ball.
Yeah, middle back. Middle back, that's a long way to go. For the left back, Sambothi, probably her responsibility. That ball is thrown deep. Another thrown kill.
Well, Carlini, one of the best setters for a reason. She has excellent vision. She knows the game. She can see the court. She can see the block. Well-placed ball by Lauren Carlini.
So a nice rebound set thus far for Madison. Perfect pass. Medved with a nice dig. Chaussee has the ball fall, and Barbolini, he cannot be happy with those last two plays.
No, a similar tip falls on this side of the net now. Watching Houston kind of look at one another. But again, some good defensive plays and that out-system set on the side of Madison. We watched them do that a lot. Really practice out-of-system sets. Everyone has to do it well.
Block in the net. Anna Hall and Claire Chaussee, they'll keep Carlini at the line. So that'll be the fourth block. The wall in the north is intact. No dragon fire here. Madison up 12-8. League One Volleyball is partnered with Tiffany & Company on a handcrafted trophy, which the winning team will receive at the Love Finals, taking place on April 13th at the Yum Center in Louisville. Tiffany has created some of the most iconic trophies in the sport, and now League One Volleyball is joining that prestigious list. The Love Championship Trophy will be on display at select matches. It was here last night in each pro volleyball city, leading up to the finals. There's some fans getting in some action with it. So if you see it there, get your picture taken with this one-of-a-kind, unique trophy. Don't touch it, sir. Sir, move your hands, please, unless you have white gloves. The youngster is checking in. Got a good match going so far here in Atlanta. Match 1 of 2, this one featuring Houston and Madison. Houston winners the first set 25-19. High hands looking for him, as well as some court in. Maddie Kingdon-Urschel.
Houston's going to have to get their offense going. They hit 500, I believe, in set 1. I mean, really at a high level, and has dropped off significantly here so far in set 2.
Bauer with that unique slide serve. Thompson with the dig. It'll go outside. Kingdon-Urschel will throw it. More defense in the right back, but it keeps JT from swinging. Kingdon-Urschel instead will fill the role.
They're getting all the way out to the line on Kingdon-Urschel, leaving her that angle available. Watch Drew Schumacher really all the way out to the pin, and she's seeing it so well, and there's no defense exactly where she's cranking on that ball.
Kingdon-Urschel, originally from Arizona, now living in the South Bay and Southern California. She and husband Paul. Over the top, nice dig by Merzik. Where do you go? Urschel's got a couple. This time she tips. Drew Schumacher the other way with some heat, and it's dug up. Turn, swing, chip point for number 12.
Nice play by Hancock. Seeing the block, knowing that if she swung hard, she probably would have gotten blocked straight down. Here's that easy play, and she just grooves it, half swings at it off the block. I like that how Houston is playing in the right back against Drew Schumacher right now. And playing some pretty good defense over there.
That one splits the difference between the right back and the middle. The attack out of the middle by Anna Hall. Madison 13-11. A run on Carlini's serve moments ago put him up. IGD back to the front row. She'll pass. And a nice chip shot. That's good sign for Houston if number 9 starts getting some kills.
Well, and just being really smart where she's hitting it high off the inside hand of Hall to get it to skip out of bounds.
8 kills on 21 for Maddie Kingdon-Rischel. Nice number for her. Good output to go with her excellent defense. Hancock working on Cece. I didn't see a touch there at all. Players want the challenge. What'd you have there? We had a pretty good view of it.
I didn't see one initially, but that doesn't mean it didn't happen.
Challenge called. 2 challenges per set per team.
Let's see if we see the pinky of Rischel at all. Don't see it. It's super close. Ring finger?
Little tiny touch there, I think.
That was the ring finger, maybe, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Let's say the eye of Salima.
There's a touch. There is a touch. Wow. I don't know how Schumacher actually saw that.
Oh my, how the game has changed with the Hawkeye system. JT forced to put it over that way. 2 hands. Pogani, a beautiful dig. Better opportunity here for Thompson. Hits the edge. And that'll be another K. Put it up over the rail.
I'm loving this transition game right now. Houston, Madison's still playing tough, but this is the difference maker. Pogani with a huge dig, and the transition play to Thompson, who hits it off the edge.
Big swing on the outside. That ball is definitely long. No touch detected.
And Franklin coming in hot. I want to talk about another heavy arm on the court. One of the heaviest attackers who has been just phenomenal this season. They've been rotating the outside hitters on the side of Madison to try to find that right combination. She'd been starting for most of the season. Has come in this match.
So I mentioned the numbers last night for Maddie Kingdon-Rischel. 11 kills, just 195. Very pedestrian there in that output, but 19 digs here. She's added in the offense so far against Madison.
Well, it's the vision, right? The block is lined up, and then she moves the ball around the block. She sees where she needs to attack the ball. As soon as she attacks, hits it hard inside the block, stretches the edges of the defense. Rischel's just been super effective moving the ball around, and that's going to be big. We talked about the outside hitters a little bit and how important they are as well. Obviously, the opposites have to be huge in the matches, but it really comes down to the pins.
Yeah, hitting 300, couple of digs, couple of good spots too. Not everything goes into that digs category.
Right.
Not all the defensive plays eventually make it into that category. Here tied at 14. Houston has made a good move here. A little 6-2 run out of the technical timeout where they trailed by 4. Putting a lot of heat on Medved. Frank, another miss. And that's kind of what's gone awry with her this season.
Right. Just occasionally, like, she will thump that ball. Like, I thought Merzick was in trouble there. I thought she was absolutely going to kill her into that angle. And she mishit it a little bit, and that ended up going wide.
Better pass this time running the offense. JT right back on top of her there as Sarah Franklin make a positive play. In the plus-minus category, that's a definite big plus.
Well, it is a plus. Well, she was controlled. You know, when someone's setting the ball over the net, anything weird could happen off of your block. So nice job just getting in a good spot over the net.
6'4" in her first season out of Lake Worth, Florida. All right, you go to Franklin again. Yes. Stretching out high, deep corner shot is good off the top of the block.
It's a confidence builder. Keeps them engaged, keep them in the game. You watch Coach Furberger talking to her, giving her some ideas. And he loves how she plays the game. She keeps working. He said she comes in for extra reps. She's getting extra conditioning, all those things, and how hard she works. He's so pleased with how she's playing.
Right, and even that was after the bench change.
Yep. She wants to get better. She wants the team to be good, but she wants to get better for the team.
Of course, any player going to the pro in any sport used to be in the star and then having to work their way through is a challenge, but most of these women used to being bought overseas and put into that star role, that point scorer role. And there's the swing you were looking for last time, Salima Rockwell.
That's the one. I mean, that ball that's set inside, that's one thing they talked about in the last few matches. We're going to move the outside hitters around a little bit and make it a little more challenging for the right side blocker. That was a beautiful play on that inside ball to Franklin.
Yeah, I would never set her outside the antenna. There's no reason for that. You could leave her all day,
right,
just short or perfect, and just play with that. I would tell Lauren Carlini, if it's not pushed perfect, error short every single time and let her close like that sharp
well, that's
angle.
what she likes to do, and that's her bread and butter shot right now.
And that's, we were talking about serves and right-hand leads. That ball gets on you so fast if you're the off blocker or that angle digger. Chaussee, good heat, but a better spot for the defense. Chaussee again, and Medved, her counterpart on the other side, Pogani with the dig. Medved this time. Libero's trading blows. Again, Medved underneath it. And this time it pays. A libero kind of points.
Fantastic defense by Medved, keeping the ball alive. And that's where the play has to end. You've got to get it to Schumacher at the end of these long rallies. If you want to score a point in transition, that's where it has to go.
Long set. JT delivers.
There's no defending that. That's just that. That's it.
So another Predator swing.
Yes. Nothing you can do about it. Deep into the corner. Defense is lined up and ready, but
ooh, what do you think about this? Double sub, 18 apiece, second set. Massimo Barbolini.
You know, I like it. They did it yesterday. It worked.
Good to the end of the match, along with Isa Alanko. And I was wondering if they might take him out immediately, but nope, gonna stay.
Well, and that's tough because when you make that substitution, you do it at that time for a reason. You don't want to miss serve in that situation.
Scoring rotation here for Madison. They went on a little mini run here with Carlini at the line. Can they do it again? No, they cannot. Palgatova with the kill there. Seasoned pro. College at St. John's University, Slovakia, 6'2". Multiple French titles. Very familiar with Christina Bauer, who serves this ball. Stevenson Hall. You could do a silhouette, just backlit. No numbers, no glasses, no nothing. Just the arc of her body, you would know who was.
Well, it's amazing. She gets on it so fast, and then she cups that arm over. She's kind of hunched over when she hits the ball with such authority. Fun to watch.
Yeah, I love watching her because she's so different. Oh, good touch here. Hall with the commit. Quick in transition, doesn't matter. IGD back up. Just in time. Weird play, chicken wings, still good. Not anymore. Wow.
Barbolini, she hit it too many times. Here's the play. You'll see Drew Schumacher makes it, hits it, comes into the net, and they just keep going.
Yeah, Schumacher was ready. That thing just ticked the top of the table, came right at her. All right, unwind the double sub. Thompson back to the front row. Houston in some of their best rotations now. Inside, that was an X1 right there, a little rip action. Taken care of by Houston and terminated by Maddie Kingdon-Richel.
Well, and the key to that play was Jordan Thompson this time moved all the way in on Franklin on that play, slowed it down, and the high swing off the hands to finish.
Yeah, that is how you do the coffin corner, that angle swing. Really dialed in today, Maddie Kingdon-Richel. Leaving it short, Drews. That ball's blocked. It'll have to be put back over. Outside, Franklin, sharp again.
You got to hang out inside that block. You're Richel. Pogany, go ahead and get everything in that deep corner off the hands. If you see any daylight, you got to stay sharp inside that block.
Yeah, two pretty good point scoring rotations here for both teams. Opposites in the front row. Thrown back by Sambothy, thrown over. Drew Schumacher, no. Franklin just inside the block. IGD got it, and it's out of bounds. This is giving you an idea of just how hard it is to get a kill in League One volleyball. 22-20, and Massimo Barbolini is going to burn his second and final timeout of this second set. Gave you some of the numbers on Annie Drews Schumacher, who really has been back over the last 3 matches. 59 kills, 340 over that stretch, and this is the woman we thought she was.
And seeing her arm with a wind up, like she was half swinging before, just couldn't really get a good feel of getting that arm going, but now she's comfortable. She is playing at such a high level, and Madison needs her. They need her to be big. They need her to lead. She wants the ball. They need to set her in those clutch moments so she can score to get them that win.
It's crazy how fast the years go by. I remember her coming out of college, out of Purdue, now in her 10th season.
Wow.
And what a successful pro career. 2-time Olympic medalist, 3-time BNL champ. Outstanding. MVP in 2019 of that tournament. They don't go to her here. Instead, they go to the new kids. Sarah Franklin back in the match and playing a huge role there. 23-21.
And Carolina's been giving her confidence. She's been setting her, going back to her, getting her comfortable again, and really moving things around for Franklin.
Anna Hall. Snuck it over. That ball left well inside. Sambothy's going to be upset with herself.
A little bit late. She had an opportunity to get over and stuff that ball, but Richel gets on that fast. A little bit of that wrist action allows it to sneak underneath the block.
Who do you go to here?
I'm going to Drew Schumacher, even though Franklin's been playing well.
Smart set, Salima.
Thank you.
Good job.
You're welcome.
Set point for Madison.
Looks like Houston.
That's my fault, keeping track of the timeouts incorrectly moments ago. Salima, I know you're looking at me weird there. Timeouts remaining now for Houston, 0.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah, I was a little confused.
Yeah, my
Thought they
fault.
gave him an extra one. I thought it was a new thing.
Fans,
Maybe.
apologies. Keeping track on the card here. So Barbolini, look, he's just stalling. No words. His team's got it. Do you do this?
Well, you got to slow some things down sometimes, yeah. Just take a breath, think about what you're going to do, just reset. Absolutely, especially when you have such a good server at the service line like Schumacher. What are we going to do? Gives you a little more time to process, but I think she's going to JT here.
Bogani, what a tough pass. That ball's still alive. Houston may have thought it was down. Here for the set. Outside, Frank inside. Drew Schumacher this time, yes. Everything she had, it didn't go down. Hancock with the run through. Thompson, front row. Hittable. Merzick with the winner. Wow, what a rally. Houston staves off the second set.
The best rally of the night so far. Incredible defense, just watching them move, being in the right spots, quality touches, continuing to get swings.
Anna Pogani, maybe the MVP of that rally that nearly started with an ace. Second set point. Drew Schumacher, this time wide right. Houston nearly there. Tied up, 24 apiece. For the ad. Thrown down. Now Massimo Barbolini is happy. So it will be Houston now. After they fought off 3 set points, they will have one of their own after the Madison timeout.
How about Thompson on this tight ball, seeing the defense, getting over the top, and making that play to finish it. That's what the Olympians do.
Massimo Barbolini has to like the fight from his club here. A full 3-0 run to get themselves a 25-24 in this second set. A pivotal moment for Madison. Amber IGD back to the line. Already IGD with 1 ace.
Couple of different options. Looks for Franklin moving around on the left side. Of course, Schumacher, their go-to out of the back row.
Not a good pass. Franklin will get it. She'll tip it short. So if you blast into that angle,
brilliant.
You might have a little room into the angle.
You definitely have that room. I mean, you've got to be back. If you're Merzick, we just talked about that. You got to be back deep into that angle. Tough ball to pick up.
Good touch.
Smart. Really good touch.
Really nice touch on that. 25 apiece, second set, overtime. Merzick now off the net. Chaussee blocked. Bauer with another critical play.
Getting to the outside quickly is Bauer, closing the block. Look how long that block is, finishing back into the court.
Second set point for Houston. Remember, Bauer blocked that ball to win the first set. Will she get it again? No, it's thrown over the top. Chaussee from the atmosphere.
And she flies. Chaussee getting up and hitting that ball, jamming that ball at the top of her reach.
6 kills, 8 digs, no kill bigger than that one on a possible set point. Dig for the ad here. Chaussee goes right back to it, and it's good again. Back-to-back jams from Chaussee has Madison back to now their 4th opportunity to close the second set.
Same shot. The problem is right back. JT's coming up under a little too shallow. It's going deeper than where she is.
Set point. Good pass. Outside. Merzick off balance and shut down. Hall and Carlini save the second set, 28-26 with a stuff block. Defense at the net as important as defense in the back row. Hall to the ground. Looked like the second set was going to be a rally by Houston. Claire Chaussee denied that.
Well, and she's doing it in every possible way. Not just cranking on the ball, being smart with where she's throwing it down. And I love the jam. She's hitting it past the defenders, right in the middle of the court. It's really causing a lot of confusion on the side of Houston right now.
Look at the kill leaders, the pin power of Madison on display. Annie Drew Schumacher with 11, Claire Chaussee with 7, and stepping in, super sub in this match so far, Sarah Franklin.
Well, and that's been such an effective substitution. Franklin, who has been good all season and now coming in and making a huge impact, cranking the ball into that angle. They're moving the outside hitters around a little bit. Madison playing just a little more free and a little more confidence right now.
Yeah, that's been true as they come in victors in their last 2 matches, kind of taking some of that pressure off, shaking off the 1-7 start that they were off to. On the other side for Houston, of course, they won the LOVB Classic, a nice 3-day run for them. They've been kind of trying to recover and find their groove following that. They finally did last night in the 3rd set.
When you think about that 5-set match last night, that takes a toll. That takes a toll on these professional athletes. How much are we going to see today? But right now, they look fresh. They look good. You know, didn't do a ton this morning. Just really taking their time to recover.
So we head off to set number 3, tied at 1 apiece. Big swing again. On the right side, dug up. Right back to the other opposite, highlighted by Salima Rockwell when we started this match. Chaussee back row, where the defense in this match has been superlative. On the hard-driven ball, especially, that one is punched to the line.
Stevie so high, but the set was low. She didn't know what else to do with it, but her arm was up, so she just served it. She just served it to the corner.
And this is just like you. After you make a good call, you hand me your glasses and I have to take them away. You notice Anna Hall wearing those glasses when she's in the front row, does not wear them to serve or in the back row. Oh, nice spot by Hall. Houston block kind of has a bead on Annie Drew Schumacher for the moment, and it pays with a right side kill there by Jordan Thompson.
Thompson moving the ball around, seeing her hit a variety of shots as well. Out of system, leaning on her a ton right now.
Way off the net. Franklin has to roll it. Dug by Merzick. Battle of the NCAA superstars. High, it'll have to be scooped deep. Drew Schumacher powers through.
Schumacher hitting that ball flat. Had an opportunity on the Houston side to keep that going.
Ace service.
When you're able to thread that needle and serve that ball deep down the line, when it's line to line, it catches you so high, gets on you so fast, very difficult to pass.
See if she goes right back to that same well, straight ahead. No, this time a little bit off to the left. Chaussee, good move and a stab. Two digs for number 9. The other number 9 with a dig. And then the put away by Jess Merzick.
And one of the, as you can see, one of the most difficult plays to defend. And I like how they're using it more and more, this jam when the set is tight. Defense, unbelievable right now on both sides. And love that you're still getting so many swings in transition.
And Maddie Kingdon-Rischel with 7 digs already as that ball is done by Carlini. She continues to add to her total. She's had quite the offensive match. That's her 5th kill on 6 attempts.
Well, it's so smart when you're running forward. It's hard for the middles to actually track that and remember that's an option for you as a setter and you're all the way on the left side of the court.
Yeah, there's a lot going on for middles. It's hard for them many times. Most difficult position to play at the net for sure. Medved sliding in on her knees, making the play. Chaussee's there early. Little reset. Thompson was available, didn't go there. This time they will. Not enough of a gooseneck over the top.
Couple of opportunities recycled into the block.
5-2, Madison on top. Teams switch sides after the second set. Big block there. Taylor Sambothy adding to the fire on the Madison side.
She can add to all the fires. She's going to try to get her team fired up right now.
We will not get to the technical timeout in this third set. It's already a timeout called by Houston as they trail by 4. Most recent point, the woman with the butterfly on her shoulder, flying over the net. League One Volleyball is presented by Adidas and by the Love Finals, where the first League One Volleyball champion will be crowned. Join us April 10th, 11th, and 13th in Louisville. Tickets are now on sale. Go to LOVBfinals.com for those details. Now the fans Don't get to see this. This is practice, one of the great practice games of the world. It's called macaroni. It's a warm-up game from Italy. 2 balls are entered simultaneously. You play 1 touch until 1 ball remains. Then you can swing on the second and try and put it away. There's a good amount of running, good amount of volleyball contacts. Fun and super competitive.
I love this game because they get so into it, and yeah, both sides. And you see a lot of the teams that love doing this. They learned it overseas, and it gets very, very competitive.
Yeah, that was Houston there going into the action. They actually have at the Italian Final Four every year. They have a macaroni championship. That's how far this practice game goes. You're going to start seeing a lot of macaroni in the clubs for sure. As out of the timeout, Houston gets a clean first ball side out. Jordan Thompson with the kill for Houston. JT now 15 kills. Medved, good pass, inside rip, all over it, it's Bauer.
Really nice block move. Again, they know that that's what Madison wants to do, move the outsides around a little bit. And the right side blockers are doing a very nice job of tracking that right now.
Just soft enough from Taylor Sambothi for that kill. They were working on that connection this morning, Carlini and Sambothi. Can't always do a ton in serve and pass, but you can dial in some relationships. So Sambothi back to the line once again. Her team +3. Sambothi with the defense pushed a little too far. Carlini saves it. Drew Schumacher scores it.
How about that out of system set by Hall, giving Schumacher this kill. Beautiful, right where she needs it.
Madison's doubled up. Houston's response, the double sub. Kaiser Lanko, Alkatova in. And Annie Hall throwing the ball back. Middle blockers coming alive for Madison.
Really are. They're making some huge moves offensively and defensively. I like that lean. She waits for it, hangs, and throws it down.
Yeah, Madison middle blockers doing some work. 9-4. Remember, already that early timeout taken. Ooh, that one couldn't quite get enough air underneath it. Needed to flap its wings a bit more.
Like the pressure they're putting, and Madison has the ability to up their serving game. I've seen it in a couple matches before where it gets tougher and tougher. They know they need to do it, and we'll see if we get some more flat serves from the Madison's crew.
Sarah Lota's second trip to the service line. She'll throw the jumper out there. Last time it was in the net. Not this time. Way too high. Lota with the dig. Drew Schumacher, big run at it. Going to the throw once again, and it pays off. Chaussee, where's that coming from?
You know, it comes from time and doing it over and over again, and your coach saying, hey, you have to find different ways to score. You can take that seriously, work on it, and do it, and that's exactly what Chaussee is doing.
Over dig, Bauer passes it up. Franklin middle back, everything she had into it. Redirect from Chaussee. Kingdom Michel's blocked. Hall pass denied.
Hall with the move. We talked about the middles and how much work they have been doing for Madison. We'll see if there was a net violation, I believe, on this play. But we'll watch her work, get all the way there.
Yeah, late call by the officials there. So the celebration turns into disappointment for Matt Furbringer at the Madison side, but they're off to an excellent start here in the third. Well, it could have been 11-5, is now 10-6. Way off the net, Chaussee into the net. So what could have been 11-5 is now 10-7.
That's a trouble play when the ball's way off the net. Where are you going to hit it when you've got a huge block in front of you? And this serve is tough. It's coming from a high contact point, flat and down into the serve receive pattern.
Chaussee this time off the net a little bit long. So one short, one long, but it started with that pass there, that serve on Franklin.
It's catching them both very high, catching her on her shoulder and can't get away from out of the ball. And these two next to one another, that's been a little bit of trouble.
So a little passing relief here for Claire Chaussee. She will go to the bench. We'll see for how long after Janiska comes back in. Janiska started this match. She's that passing outside. Started next to Chaussee, now she's next to Franklin. No swing to be had there. In fact, that ball well out of bounds. And in this case, Barbolini will not call it on himself.
No.
He put his foot underneath the ball, but
He shouldn't.
no.
No.
And now another timeout call. So one run to 6-2. Madison with the lead caused a Houston timeout, and now a reversal of that almost completely. 10-9 the score. Houston in the thick of it. Timeout called by Madison. So I know you've heard about the league finals that are coming up. Louisville, Kentucky, the host, April 10th through the 13th. That's the KFC Yum Center. Quarters, semis, and finals. You'll get to see each of the 6 teams there. Everyone trying to put their name in the record book as the first League One champions. Austin versus Atlanta coming up later tonight. And this is our doubleheader Saturday. So step 2 by Annie Hall.
So fast. And a perfect pass by Sarah Franklin, getting out of that rotation. Take a look at that pass. There's Hall just finding the gap.
The ball's a little bit tight. Another nice dig in the back row. GD redirecting.
And just enough hang for Hall not to be able to get her hands over where she wanted him. GD seeing it, going around it.
5 kills, 2 blocks, and an ace for number 3 in dark blue. Close action as it has been for much of the match. Save the waning moments of set number 1. That was really sharp.
Super sharp. Sometimes just going after that angle, not on the right set. Gets a little bit fast, falls a little bit short. She still wants to try and hit it.
French fries on the board here in the third. That ball's well long. So a little relief here for Madison in their service reception with that error from Micah Hancock. Sambothi back to the front row and a Hall to the line. Big front lineup at the net defensively for Madison. Doesn't matter. JT says, I will see your best block and fly over it.
Man, that's an incredible swing. And I was going to mention earlier, she's not hitting a ton of balls towards Lauren Carlini because she's one of the best defenders. This one fell inside. She had nowhere else to go and enough heat to get that point.
A service to follow. Kingdon Rischel issues the A.
What a swing this has been.
Ball too tight. Beautiful handshake by Carlini, but it's hit long. And a little contact there for Medved.
She and Carlini maybe bumped right into one another. Still holding her cheek.
Third service right at Medved. And that ball hit down. Not a lot of court to work with for Sam Bothy, but she finds enough.
Medved handling that pass well. Still holding her left cheek. She got banged up. We'll see if we can see that collision. Oh, they just back right into it. She's back right in her.
Yeah, that's tough when it's unexpected and it gets you. That ball's really tight. Thrown back, net violation on someone. Everyone claiming it's the other side. And in fact, that ball it's cleared up rather quickly.
Yes. Take a look at that. Oh, there it is. Right on the follow through of the swing.
Yeah, Sarah Loda saying that was me, clearing it up for her team, so there was no more arguing. That ball is long. So a couple of outside changes, one on each side. If you want to keep track there, Sarah Loda and Jennifer Janiska. Loda currently in the back row, now to the front row for Houston. Kind of a small block there too. You might want to go after her. Loda, just 2 blocks on the season at 5'9".
Well, they sent 2 blockers with the slide. So you saw Bauer went. They were prepared. Sam Bothy doing a nice job of recognizing that and tipping over the top.
What do you do different defensively to play behind a smaller block?
Well, you're going to have to either stay deep down the line. I mean, that's usually the case, and then send an off blocker in to pick up the tips.
Timmy Thomas-Ilara checks in with Danica Markovic. So both teams making changes. Franklin the dig, Chaussee chipping. Unable to get a good swing out of that. Both sides struggling. These are the ones you have to convert. Thomas-Ilara, not yet. What a beautiful bump set and delivery by Thompson. Wow.
Again, every angle, every shot in the book. Thompson working to get off the net. Sees the block in front of her, knows what's available.
I love that inside out, just climbing the ladder.
So good.
Thomas-Ilara with the kill. And Matt Ferbinger highlighted to us what a week of practice TTA has had.
Such a good week of practice, and he was excited. He said, I have that kind of in my back pocket. We can use it every once in a while. That's a nice blast, but this ball way too high to not be played.
Parents are Nigerian immigrants and sends back another there. That time the Hall pass was denied. Anna Hall next to Temi Thomas-Ilara. Said Joseph and Abby, her parents, didn't know anything about volleyball. But her mom calls to give Temi feedback after every match now.
So great.
Absolutely outstanding. So she's in the double sub and making a difference. Had a nice season with Athletes Unlimited as well, playing a lot of outside hitter. Using her platform skills there. Looking for high hands. Merzik does not get it. Nothing but air and an error.
Madison with the momentum. Good change in the lineup. Double sub. Just making some adjustments to give them some fire and some energy to get that rhythm back.
All right, 18-16. Double sub. Redeployed. Merzik slowed. Boy, you'd like that set to have been closer to the net. Sam Bothy, instead getting some high heat. Chaussee will keep it alive. Good spot by Franklin. But a little confusion ends the rally. Boy, nobody could get ahead of the ball, it seemed, throughout that rally.
Yeah, that was tough. Everyone on their heels and just not comfortable in any situation.
Sometimes Madison just looks a little young.
That's the best way to describe it. I think that's exactly right.
Tammy Thomas-Ilara, right side kill. Big one there to go to 19.
You said it, what an impact that she has had. Coming in, getting a couple of kills, a couple of blocks.
Yeah, good trip through the double sub there. Now unwound, and Drew Schumacher back to the front row. Lauren Carlini at the controls again after her service. Deep corner. Dig by Carlini, redirect. That's still alive. That was 3 touches. Right side again. This time, no hands. Yes, indeed, got some. Claire Chaussee with that quick, frustrated walk back off the net. We've all done.
So annoyed.
Nice defensive effort there. Good coverage cup right around the play. As Bauer continues to let Madison skate here towards the waning moments. The last 5 points, perhaps, of set number 3. Pivotal set number 3 as we're tied at 1 set apiece. It was a rally by Houston in the second after they took the first set 25-19. They had opportunities, 2 of them, to close it out. After facing down 3 set points, Madison would reverse the trend and win the set. Pretty decent touch, just did not carry him close enough to the defenders there.
This has been a battle. I mean, this is tiring, too. The defensive efforts, the long rallies, really puts a lot of stress on both teams. You got a small blocker on the outside here. We'll see if they go to Franklin.
Yeah, Kaisa Lanko's still there in the front row. Good opportunity here to score. Carlini, maybe the best right back defender in the United States with a dig there. She'll have to do it again. No, it's underneath defense. A little off blocker. Oh, and a pushover wins it. Smartly done by the veteran.
And smartly dug by the rookie. So Merzick in the back row rotates over the top of the block in the middle back to get that ball that Franklin's going to hit.
20 all, timeout called by Madison. You might remember Anna Stevenson from her time at Louisville. Anna Hall, a professional now.
I sure do remember her from Louisville, but it's been so fun to watch her career just take off. Anna Hall doing everything right now for Madison. We talk about how unique and different this player is out of the middle of the court. Undersized, explosive, twitchy, fast, loves the game. You always see her smiling on the court.
Yeah, it was in the USA gym right up to around Olympic time, continuing to get some reps in there for the team that was already named. She also spent a little time at Auburn before going to Louisville and then played professionally Italy and Turkey. One of the unique and fun watches in the league. All right, 20 apiece, race to 5 to be up 2 sets to 1 here in our first match. Very patient attacking from Kingdon Rischel.
Smart, patient, saw the block in front of her on that tight set. She knew she had to somehow muscle it through, and that's exactly what she did.
12th kill for Kingdon Rischel, hitting north of 250. Franklin, pass, not quite the delivery. Vedved playing the spot. Oh, Frank Sharp. Look alive, Maddie Kingdon Rischel. That one might have got you.
I was scared. Scared for everyone. Wow.
If you saw the viral highlights of Lauren Carlini getting one to the dome in a very similar situation, you almost ended up on the gram there. Anna Hall, nice spot defensively as middle blocker. And it pays off with a Franklin kill, chipping off the top. I'd love to extend your own service round.
A couple of nice transition rallies on the side of Madison, controlling the defensive effort, transition attacks.
Sneaking it through the block. Amber Ajidi.
Houston finding ways to continue to stay in this again. Take a look at this set, goes over the top to Franklin.
7 kills on 13. Another efficient performance by Ajidi. 8 ties in this set. We'll break it there. Off of Deuces Wild to 23-22. Carlini to Drew Schumacher.
And you know, that's a good lesson. You don't always have to set over the smaller blocker just because they exist on the court. You set whoever's going to score in that moment for you.
Maybe your best attacker.
Exactly.
Who nearly picks up the ace, generates the free ball instead. You go to her again. Missed connection to Franklin. And it's painful.
That's tough. Missed connection, missed opportunity for Madison in that situation. They have recognized this rotation defense and hit that ball. All you have to do is hit it 60–70% right to dead center in the middle back.
Another tip, that's not going down. Merzik under it. And Rischel puts it in the fire. Maddie Kingdon Rischel with the donut shot.
Smart shot. Defense is deep. Watch them retreat back. Saw Medved there, still working her way backwards. Can't pick up that tip.
Houston for the set and the 2-1 lead. No. Sharp and sharper, rookie on rookie.
They kicked that block all the way out to try and give her that. Only a sliver of line to hit. She didn't have to hit it.
Houston trying to get that ad back. Front row setter. Alanko. Merzik a little far outside. She just leans on it with a little extra steam.
Lots of steam for Merzik. All these young players just with so much range and so much power behind their swings.
All right, transition. Where are you going to go here? If you're Houston, you get a ball, free ball, decent opportunity, a couple of options.
I'm going outside. No, I'm going to the right side. I'm going to the right side in transition.
Oh, what a reach and a stretch by Claire Chaussee.
Really nice snap over the top. Loving this back and forth right now. Blocker's in a pretty good position. So Rischel sucked in the court, maybe waiting on that jam.
Of course, that jam was effective at the end of the last set to win it for Chaussee. Big high touch, Chaussee. Good set, right side. Even better block touch. Looking for the line, and no. Houston with the miss, and now it's Madison with a chance to close.
Houston might be challenging this swing.
All right, they will in fact challenge. This is a huge, huge challenge, given that it's 26-25, one direction at the end of this play. Quickly decided that that ball was in fact out as called. Pretty easy decision. And good work again by the Hawkeye system.
Houston still with Hancock on the bench, Thompson on the bench.
All right, timeout called. Massimo Barbolini, so you get the challenge. Then you get the timeout on top of it. You can really slow it down for Madison.
That's important because they're playing with some pretty good energy right now, momentum. They've got a lot of offensive weapons that are scoring. So a smart move is to take this timeout right here.
It was Houston who led, trailed 6-2. to Madison early on, took their timeout. Last time at 6-2. This time at 26-25. Massimo Barbolini has to continue to enjoy the fight that's in his team. They'll have to fight through this point here. Merzick off the bump set. Got it.
That is a heck of a hammer into the angle for Merzick. Smart play, hitting it at the middle blocker in the left back.
Kingdon Richel back to the front row. Merzick at the line. Delivery to Hall in the middle from Carlini. Second set point for Madison. So that's our 4th overall. Will this third set, another deuce set overtime, determine the arc of this match? Bad pass. A lot of traffic over there. Hall scoops it, and Chaussee delivers. Third set goes to Madison.
Impressive resilience on the side of Madison. Really good defensive efforts. Smart shots at the end of the set.
The margins are small. The last 2 sets, 28-26, 28-26. 4 set points combined, fought off by Madison. But they come out with victory in both, and they will head to the 4th, leading 2-1. Some deuce set action in sets 2 and 3, both won by Madison, fighting off set points in each. as we revisit our Adidas scouting report from the start of this match.
We talked about the important things for the match, certainly opposites on both sides, and we're seeing big numbers from both. It's been Houston's serve, again, 3 aces, but Madison's handling it. They're being resilient with the other serves that are coming at them, and they're blocking the ball. That's what's going to be important here moving forward. But Madison's block has shown up, not just stuff blocks, but touches as well.
You imagine the numbers might be close given the scores being as close as they were in the second and third sets, as this starts with a Merzic kill right into our broadcast location off the top of the chairs. And that is true in the blocking category. 8 for Madison, 6 for Houston. Certainly some room to take back this match. Kevin Barnett alongside current Notre Dame head coach and one-time national team setter Selima Rockwell. Outside Merzic, this time trying to go line, and does not find any hands on the way to the pink area of the court.
Right idea. She had that shot. She wanted to chop it into the corner. Just missed everything on the way out.
Third swing. This time it's a soft block. Frank. Called by Chaussee, but that ball's going to be too tight. Who will get a clean attack? Again, way off the net is Merzic, and they just could not get the ball to her anywhere near the net.
A lot of weird plays, a lot of interesting digs that are off the net. Setters not able to get their hands on the ball. See if both sides can kind of clean this up.
Tough short serve takes Merzic down. Nice run by Sarah Franklin will keep the rally alive. Can Houston get themselves into their offense? Yes, they can, but it doesn't matter. The block is there. The wall in the north alive. Drew Schumacher finally ends it with some power and gets a nice point from head coach Matt Furbringer.
I love it, but how about Hall's defense? I mean, I'm watching a lot of things right now. Hall scooping balls in the left back, keeping everything alive.
Boy, you'd love to keep that run going there, wouldn't you? Wouldn't you just want to, like, Aunt Kathy underhand it?
You
put
would,
it in?
but there's a reason it was working. They were serving short down the line, really yo-yoing Merzic there down, straight down the line.
Jordan Thompson all over, but taking the tip. Not a lot of options for her. Medved, nice dig. Dunk play is good. A little reverse jam. Maybe head off and go to the dunk contest at All-Star Weekend there.
That was sweet. Both back to the net. We'll watch this chase down by Carlini, keeping it alive. This goes up, flings it back down.
Mac McClung with the point. Sarah Franklin got so excited she went back to serve.
Sure.
We've all done that for sure.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to put some pressure on him. Next rotation I will. Oh, another good spot by Chaussee. They've really kind of dialed in on Merzic. And Franklin pays off with a first ball transition kill. And extra encouragement from Medved. I like that.
The hammer, seeing the angle.
Everybody could use a hype woman. Houston's energy right now.
Well, things are a little off. The passing's a little off, so the rhythm's not great, and that a lot of times will just slow down the energy of the game.
How about the demands of these back-to-backs there? 9th set played in less than 24 hours for Houston. That you said to watch that.
it can take its toll, and you may not see it early on in the set, but it takes its toll over time.
Thompson carrying a heavy load and again runs right into a bunch of ice.
A setter change on the side of Houston, and Thompson trying her best to keep her team in this, but Madison right now playing lights out.
Searching for a solution, Massimo Barbolini has Kaisalanko back in. There's that surface pressure you talked about, keeping it on him. And this time out of the pipe for a big attack. Jordan Thompson will get the kill. That's become increasingly popular to run that with your opposite inside out.
It is. It's nice because you can open things up. You can still run the slide, create a lot more seams, especially if it's not working, or you get a different matchup blocking wise.
Merzic calling for the pipe, doesn't get it. Chaussee, nice direction. And another approving bit of body language from Matt Furbringer.
Well, he told us earlier how he loves Chaussee back there. She can scoop balls, keep things alive, but she's so fast on that big attack. He likes having that as part of his offense.
That's a big part of what's kept her on the floor, is her ability to be rangy in defense. And he served. Now here's Madison back in that aspect of the game. Second ace of the match. And they're extending, boy, 9-3. Yeah, Massimo Barbolini, you cannot wait for the potential technical timeout. Timeout already called by Houston. Madison, can they close the door? They were the cardiac kids. They're looking for perhaps a more dominant fourth set.
NCAA women's volleyball has never been more electrifying. The action is non-stop. The energy is explosive. Experience the intensity live. Sign up for pre-sale news and more at ncaa.com/volleyball.
Fourth set action, match number 1 here from Atlanta. 9-3, Madison with the lead. And they have been destructive from the service line.
Well, that's what started this set out and gave Houston so much trouble. It's not just the aces that they're generating, but it's the tough service that is just getting Houston off the net and really out of rhythm. The rhythm right now needs to change for Houston, and it starts with the first pass.
Yeah, you'll take some aces to go with it, but that consistent pressure can be an absolute nightmare for your opponent. Here we go, 9-3. Houston needing to make a move. Madison just making plays, including Sambothi there on the overpass. They're digging balls and putting them away. This is not full of errors from the other side.
It's interesting because Chaussee has changed her game. She's now hitting high and flat off the block, right, to cause some havoc on the other side of the game. But really the middle back defense has been very, very good and effective for Madison.
Sambothi hitting around that 500 mark as finally Maddie Kingdon-Rischel collects a kill and gets her side rotating. She has 13 kills, north of 250 on efficiency to go with 12 digs. Another complete performance from Maddie Kingdon-Rischel. Well, there was a lot of pace on that to the net. Nearly looked like a beautiful highlight. Instead, it's just a hug at the end.
That's tough, Sambo. They couldn't get on it fast enough.
If I come over and hug, can I get another set? Like
Yeah.
I hit it out, but
Maybe.
but I showed you some love.
Maybe.
Okay. See if they can go right back to Sanbothi. Yep. Well, misconnection though, IGD with the dig. And the error. All right, pays to keep it in. You like that play?
No, I'm frustrated.
Oh,
Frustrated
okay.
at
You're on
that.
the other side.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking right at Rachel. I knew what she wanted to hit. She just didn't have it, and she's frustrated for herself. A lot of unforced errors. Trouble on the side of Houston.
And hitting percentage for Houston kind of shrinking here. Pretty quiet recent memory from Thompson as that ball is cranked. Number IGD. Well, you'd like to get her the ball more often, but it's been tough in the middle.
It's been really tough because they haven't been passing well, and even transition. Their transition touches have been way off the net, unable to run the middle attack.
Yeah, she has 9 kills on 15, hitting over 500. Inside the block, another dig by Pogani. Hittable. And there it is. Chaussee puts it down.
A couple of big plays by the Olympians. Carlini at the net saves it. And Matt Schumacher getting a high enough ball to attack.
Gonna have to issue an official apology to Elitsa Medved. 22 digs in this match. I was feeling it. I think 22 is an exceptional number. See if she can pick up another. Not this time. It's hit to Franklin. Chaussee has to do a lot, gets the reset. Is it playable? No, it's not. Count the kill. Annie Drew Schumacher.
And then Franklin putting up a beautiful set. That's what Madison's doing right now. No matter who's handling that second ball, they're getting swings and quality swings, not just a tight ball into the net. Doing a very nice job handling that second set.
Second kill of the set for Annie Drew Schumacher. Her team up big. JT over the top, but a lot of work to do here past that simple side out. Now might be the time to do it. Look at that front row. Merzik, Ayajidi, and Thompson.
Not if Drews has anything to say about it. She's gonna swing away into that deep corner.
Madison doubling up, 14-7. Chaussee going deep corner, nearly had it. That was a mishandled ball. I love that play just continues on. Merzik rejected.
The block of Madison again. In the right spot. Controlling everything. Loving this change defensively for Madison over the last few matches.
15-7, second timeout burned by Houston. In fact, this time Massimo Barbolini will be a passenger the rest of the way. What would be your message in this moment, Coach?
Well, at a certain point, you just have to calm down, handle the ball, pass the ball well. But they just, when it's hard to put your finger on, when nothing's working, you just have to reset the whole thing. Hey, it's a new game. You know, treat it as such. Go out there with a different kind of energy. But you have to bring some energy. When things get bad, it's a little flat right now on the side of Houston. They have to start bringing it.
Yeah, tough to do when you're in your second match after having gone 5 intensely in the reverse sweep executed against #1 Atlanta. And now you're facing perhaps the hottest team in the league, and Madison coming in with 2 wins, looking for their third if they can close this out. Last time these two teams met in the regular season, it was back in January. It was Houston 3-0, 19-17-21. Well, that's a missed dunk there.
Yeah, Hull wanted that so badly.
Now, if you're Bauer, do you commit?
You might
Repeat
commit.
setter?
You might commit on this.
On a
She
good
does
pass?
like to go back.
Okay. Not this time.
That's the trouble. That's the challenge. You commit, and it's so fast behind. And you got Schumacher coming in hot.
Yeah, if there's one word you'd use to describe the set to Annie Drew Schumacher, fast is it?
Fast.
Or maybe faster.
Yeah.
Fastest. Lightning. Take your pick.
Keep going. We're still here.
Speed with 3 E's? I don't know. Outside. Chipped inside for the winner, Merzick. It's gotten pretty quiet on that side.
It has. And that's what I was saying in that timeout. You need something, some kind of energy. Somebody's got to bring it. Making a substitution here right now on the side of Houston, and maybe Hancock can bring that energy they're looking for.
Yeah, Hancock back in to match up against Franklin in that right front. Another beautifully hand-shaped set by Lauren Carlini. She's done an outstanding job when that ball is too tight.
It's something that's so difficult to do as a setter. You want to have your hands in a traditional position. She just moves them around all the time. Watch your hands here on that set. Beautiful.
Almost two behind the ball.
Yep.
Rather than on each side. That ace serve will add to the pain for Houston. Looking like it's going to be an up and down weekend for the women from Texas. If you're looking for the upcoming matches, that ball is too long. Thursday night, it's going to be Love Omaha at Love Madison. Madison will be back in action against that Omaha team that's desperate for a victory. Friday, it will be Atlanta meeting Houston for the second week in a row on ESPN+. Atlanta and Salt Lake City will face off on Saturday, then Houston and Austin on the Saturday nightcap. So a little bit of rest early in the week, hopefully for Houston. They have a couple more important matches coming up. Nice dig there by Loda. JT sneaks it inside the block. Thompson's 20th kill, hitting about 300.
You know, this game isn't over. You have so many attackers that can make some trouble for Madison. See if they can get some momentum going here. Oh, man.
The more that Sarah Franklin can stay behind the ball and continue to go with that sharp, high gooseneck attack, the worse it gets for everyone else.
It's hard to defend. It's nearly impossible to defend if you're sucking the court at all.
19-12. Remember our second match coming up. Atlanta in their final home appearance, facing off with Austin. Top blocking team in League One volleyball. Transition kill by Chaussee and a little pull at the net from Micah Hancock, who's had enough of this frustration. They trail by 8.
Madison absolutely feeling it right now. Chaussee again with a different type of attack inside the block.
Matt Furbringer said the energy of his gym just changed after the last couple of victories. Franklin issues that ace there. They worked their way through some injury and some illness. There was a bunch of flu going around. They were short-staffed for a lot. Their opposite was not up to her normal level with a bum shoulder. Everything has come around, and Madison is looking for their third straight here. Looks like they're going to get it. Another nice spot by Franklin. Feed and Sambothi inside. Up quick in the middle. Taylor Sambothi available.
They just can't slow him down right now.
10-point advantage. Thompson Little chin music there for Medved.
Watch out. Thompson still swinging away.
I think the swings we've seen in this match, emblematic of the game writ large. The attackers have gotten so powerful in the last decade.
It's crazy how much heat there is behind those arms.
Good rip by Chaussee, covers herself a little bit too tight, and then blocks it. Oh, just pad the stats.
It's gonna go your way.
Just put it all in there.
Everybody knows it. It's going your way.
Put that in the score sheet. Cover, block. Chaussee. Sambothi's a tough server. Franklin got enough of that. Chaussee's feeling it. And finding it? No, just wide right. I don't know if I'd issue a challenge here. They want it, but I just let it go.
No, I wouldn't. And I like how they're going for it. You slow it down, you kind of slow down your own team's momentum.
Oh, getting creative with a little bit of space on the scoreboard.
That was sweet.
Igidi was ready though.
And how and why are you ready for that? Way off the net, knowing she's going to fire that ball in to Anna Hall.
Well, that's how you're the top blocker in the league, if you're Amber Igidi. Another sharp attack. Both the youngsters having at it. Pride of Sun Prairie, Wisconsin pushes her team from Madison to match point. Another dig by Franklin. Chaussee, no. Igidi. Another big block for number 3.
She will keep making her presence known.
5 stuff blocks for number 3. Second match ball of a grip of them. This time inside out for Love Madison. They'll run Annie Drew Schumacher over to the right. Will they set her? No, middle. Got it. Anna Hall with the finish. So Houston took the first set 25-19 and had their chances. But this match ends in 4 sets off of that kill by Anna Hall. Madison running away with it at the end, 25-16. They fought off a combined 4 set points in the second and the third for those overtime victories, those critical second and third set wins to get themselves their 3rd straight victory. And they will continue their climb along with their head coach, Matt Furbringer. Through the Love League One standings. Hugs all around and a successful trip down to Atlanta. So player of the match honors. You love it when it happens, when it goes to a libero. Milica Medved, 24 digs and a whole host of different quality of digs as well. They're off the block. They're clean underneath. A whole bunch of hard-driven balls, angle, line. It did not matter tonight. Number 4 was underneath all of them. Even a headbutt to the cheek couldn't stop her, and she's with Salima Rockwell.
Medved, congratulations. You were the player of the match. 24 digs. How did you do it? How did it feel out there on the court today?
Thank you so much. I want to say that I'm so proud of my team. We did a great job. We keep doing great job on court, on practice, off the court, and here on the game. So I think that's just, I don't know. They give me power to do my thing and to feel comfortable on the court.
What has been the difference? This is now your 3rd win in a row. What is the difference in your team that has allowed you to get these victories?
I don't know. We just know each other much better, and we just practice a little more, and I think that's the key.
Well, congratulations on your victory. Congratulations on being player of the match.
The updated standings has Madison now at 4-7. Look at that log jam behind #1 Atlanta, who's coming off a loss. Houston at 6-5. Couldn't get that distance completely established with back-to-back wins here. They'll be at home next week. Our next match will start at 7:13 p.m. So you better be ready. A few minutes late because this one went long with all that extra volleyball. Austin taking on Atlanta. Hopefully a rebound if you're on the Atlanta side right here on Women's Sports Network. So tune in, match #2 coming your way. Sarah Franklin comes in, has 11 kills, 16 digs. And Drew Schumacher again leads with 18 kills as LOVB Madison defeats LOVB Houston. For our entire crew here in Atlanta and my partner, Salima Rockwell, I'm Kevin Barnett. We'll see you in about 30 minutes for match #2. For the moment, congratulations. Keep the row going, Madison.